Hello and welcome back on a new episode where we are going to discuss Playwright with GitHub Actions and with sharding options, where we are going to merge multiple reports taken from different machines when we run Playwright tests with sharding options. When you shard your test, each shard can run on its own, utilize the available CPU cores. This helps speed up the testing process by doing tasks simultaneously. And each shard can produce its own testing report, and the main challenge is to combine all those shards reports. In this episode, we are going to write GitHub Actions file where we are going to first of all make shards. We are going to have two shards, and then we want to combine reports from those tests. There are a couple of reports available in Playwright, is HTML report and blob report. In order to use shard, we need to have blob report type, and later we can download existing blob reports and combine them in HTML. Blob report itself contains all the necessary information, for example, like test results, attachments, and traces with logs, so you don't miss any bit of information. And let's get started. All the necessary information is available in Playwright documentation. I will share a link with you, and it's available under test sharding. Here you can see brief description. You can see the option which is available, shard, and you can set any amount of shards which you want to run. After that, we can set report type as blob, and each blob report is going to have unique number depending on the shard number, so don't worry about merging later, they will be in unique directories. We have special command which called merge reports, and you can provide a type of report at the end. We are going to have HTML. And of course, GitHub Actions are in place to help us achieve that result. Basically, nothing really difficult we can see here. Let's have a brief look. First of all, we are going to have a trigger when we want to run our GitHub action. It's on push event to the branches main and master, or on a pull request to main and master branches. We need to have Playwright test job itself, which we are going to run maximum for 60 minutes on Ubuntu latest machine, and strategy, where we are going to have 4 shards in total with shard index 1, 2, 3 and 4 appropriately. Next steps available in our workflow. First of all, we need to check out our code. We need to install our node version 18, and we need to install our dependencies. After that, we need to install Playwright itself, so it installs all the necessary browsers and information needed for tests. When we want to run our tests, we need to provide shard option, and in our case we are going to run shard index 1 with shard total 2, so with shard total 4, so it will be 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, and each shard going to have separate machine for its run and produce separate report. Here we can see how we upload blob reports with GitHub Actions. So every machine is going to upload blob report with shard index number 1, 2, 3 and 4 accordingly. Then later on the stage we will have merged reports job, where we will first of all, if it's not cancelled, we are going to run this job after Playwright tests. So we are dependent on Playwright test results. We will be running on Ubuntu latest, we are going to check out, we are going to set up node, install dependencies, And then we want to download artifacts with blob report 1, 2, 3, 4. All those blob reports we are going to put in all blob reports folder. After that, we finally run our merge command, report HTML, produce HTML file, and finally upload this HTML result to our server. And of course, later we can see in action. And let's do it. Alright, first of all, I'm going to create a new repository. Let's call it Playwright GitHub Sharding, and it will be public. Let's create a repository. Next, we want to initialize our repository locally. Let's create a new folder. It's an empty one, and let's initialize our repository. Okay, next, just commit our first commit. Let's just follow. Oh, we need to add readme. Didn't match. Okay, we first need to create readme, of course. Then we need to add readme. Next, we want to write our first commit and to the branch main. Why not? And finally, we need to add remote origin. More information how to work with Git available on my previous lessons. I'm going to share a link with you. Now let's push our changes to remote server. Git push origin main. Okay, and let's check it out. We have our changes in place. Now let's continue and let's initialize Playwright. We have a nice instruction on how to do it. You just simply npm init. Yes. TypeScript. I want to test GitHub Actions. Yes. Install browsers. Yes. Let's wait a bit. We don't need too much tests to check it. We don't need too many tests to check it, because it's enough just have 2 tests to test our sharding options, and let's keep it simple for now. Alright, project in place. We need to remove a couple of folders. We don't need test examples. Move to trash. We need just tests. Has title, let's copy it. Has title 1. Has title 2. It's to the same test. We need to edit our Playwright configuration. Couple of things to mention here. First of all, fully parallel. This means that each test is going to be run separately, because if this option is false, then parallelism happening by dividing each file separately. So each file is going to run separately with fully parallel false. We don't want it, because basically in this scenario each test is going to wait our previous test to execute. We don't want to waste our time, and we are going to run true option here, which means every test is not going to wait previous test in the file and will be run separately. Next one is forbid only, is not interesting, retries. We want to have only one retry in case if it's CI. We want to have workers. Let's have one worker, doesn't really matter right now. And reporter, we want to have HTML. If it's let's do it next way. If it's CI, we need to produce a blob report, and if it's run on local machine, we are going to produce HTML, because blobs are needed for sharding options, and that's the way we do it. Traces on first retry, we are good with it. Let's keep just Chrome for now. Chromium, we don't need all other options. And okay, once again, test directory, fully parallel true, retries only one, workers only one, reporter blob if it's CI, otherwise it's H. Okay, let's review it again. Test directory tests, fully parallel true, retries only one, workers only one, reporter blob if it's CI. Looks like we are good for now. And let's continue. Next one is GitHub Action. It's the most important one. And what we see here? Basically, first of all, on push to branch main, let's make it shorter. Pull request, we don't need pull request for now. Jobs, and here we need to do a couple of tweaks. First of all, Playwright test job, and we will have default timeout, and we need to add strategy option. Strategy. We have a matrix, and we need to have shard name. That's going to be our variable, and we want to have only 2 shards for now, not that much. And next, some steps: checkout, set up node, long time support, install dependency, install Playwright, and then we need to add shard option. As you can see here, it's already proposed us to add, and yeah, well, what we need to do is divide it by 2, because we have only 2 shards, or yeah, so we divide it by 2, and that's the way to go. Next one, we need to upload our artifacts, and we want to basically have different names. We want to have blob report, and we need to add shard name, current shard option. Path, we want to have blob report. Blob report, good, we are good. Retention. Next one, we want to have a job named merge reports. Wow, it's already proposes couple of outputs. Let's agree on that, and let's review. First of all, needs. And by the way, I'm using Cursor IDE, which has pre-installed ChatGPT integration, so it's easy to see help of ChatGPT. We need Playwright dependency. We are good on that. Next, we need Ubuntu latest, and let's review some steps. I believe steps should be moved a little bit, and merge Playwright reports. First of all, we need to check out name. Sometimes it's not that good. We need to check out. We need to copy all of this stuff. We need to check out, install, run npm CI. Yes, let's move it a bit. Okay, and next we need to move this as well. So let's see. We check out our code, we set up our node with long time support, we install dependency. Okay, that's clear. Next we need to do unload. We need to download our reports first, and then only merge. I'm going to use name and download artifacts, and with downloading artifacts we need uses we need to use actions download artifact v8 with we need basically with name. First of all, we need with pass all blob reports. Okay. Pattern. We need to say pattern to download blob report 1 and 2, and pattern and merge multiple. We need to use option merge multiple true. We are going to download couple of reports. We are going to put it in all blob reports. We need to set pattern for that, and we need to merge the multiple true. Next one, finally, we need to merge Playwright reports, and for that we have a special command which named Playwright merge reports, and we need to set type of the report. It will be HTML, and then we need to set a directory. It's all blob reports. Yeah, looks good. And next we need to upload our artifacts. Name. Finally we can set the name. Oh my god, sometimes it's doing mess. Name upload Playwright combined report, and that name should use upload artifact, and it should have with option, uses with, and the name we want to have it like HTML report, and pass, it will be a Playwright report, why not, and retention days, let's keep it 30. Okay, let's review it again. We need to have run on latest, with option, run Playwright report. We are going to have shard, and let's see our test. It looks good. Let's see our Playwright report. It also looks good. And git status. Now we need to add git end all the files. Status git copy commit -im add report merge functionality, and we need to put git push origin main, and let's open it. Let's see where it brings us. We have actions tab, and let's wait for the results. It takes some time. We can see here 2 jobs to complete. We see it runs in parallel. Currently we are installing our Playwright, and I hope, but it's just a first try, so if you fail, no wonder, like we can just rerun it. And we basically, okay, it's passed. We uploaded our artifact, and this is done. Job is complete. Fine. we still wait for second part, and second part is done as well. As you can see, let's open run playwright test. We see that also one test passed on shard 2. So 2 independent tests will run simultaneously. Yeah, and of course our merge job is failed because report is unknown option. Right, let's review what's wrong here. Reporter, not report but reporter. Let's get back to our tests. Let's open our CI configuration and reporter. That's the correct name. Let's commit again. Git commit fix reporter option name. Oh, first of all we need to add git add, then git commit fix reporter option name. Oh, come on, what is going on? Git status. Oh, we didn't save it, of course, git status modified, git commit, and git push origin main. Done. Again, let's wait for it. Let's open actions, fix reporter option name. We see it here, but it's straightforward, not the big deal, right guys? It's just couple of lines of code where you set dependent name, you set steps. We need to check out our code again, we need to set up node on our machine, we need to install dependency, then we need to download existing artifacts with a name blob report and 1 or 2 options, put it in all blob reports directory. Next we need to run merge reports command, which is available by default in Playwright, produce HTML report at the end. And next we need to upload this report to our Playwright report directory with name HTML report. We see our jobs are in progress. 2 of them successfully passed, and 1 is basically, come on, is it going to fail or is it going to be a successful one? Looks like we are on the way of success. It is indeed it is success. Let's open our actions report, and what do we have here? I'll move a bit my screen. See, we have blob report number 1, blob report number 2, and HTML. Let's download it. We have HTML reporter, and we can see test number 1 and test number 2 combined together in one report. So it was just one example where you can combine 2 tests, but if you have 100, 1000 tests, no matter how many of those tests you have, it's easy to combine all together and have a great result. One more thing which I want to show you is actually what is going to happen if one test fails. Let's see, let's get back and let's change our test in a way that it fails, and let's commit those changes, commit break the test, and let's push it. I'll show you one situation where your merge job is going to fail. Let's open again. Let's wait for the results. So if one of the previous jobs failed, then your final job, which is dependent on those jobs, is going to fail as well. and I'll just want to show you how to fix it, how to make it run in any way, doesn't matter on previous results. In just a couple of minutes more, and we have libraries installed, and let's wait for the final results. Procedure is basically the same. We just wait a bit. In general, I want to mention that Playwright nowadays is a tool number one because it provides great functionality and wide list of options which make it easy to customize under your needs. As we can see here, our second part failed. It's expected because we failed our test, and we see we don't have a title Playwright 1. But we also see that our merge report is skipped. It's because how GitHub Actions are working, and to fix it we need to add a couple of options. Actually only one. Let's open our Playwright flow, and in merge reports we need to have one little tweak. Runs on, it calls runs, no, sorry, of course, if, but not cancelled. We need to say always, if always, and we don't need these brackets as well, if always. In this way, no matter what happened before, we are going to run merge reports. Let's try. Git commit fix combine report command and git push origin main. I hope now I will be able to resolve it. See, it's not that difficult. And with sharding options, you can spread the load between many machines. It means you can run more tests in a parallel. It means they could be more stable because you avoid machine overloading, and you are not limited to only one machine, because parallel options which are available in Playwright, it's a parallelism called here. It's a parallelism. It runs only in on one machine. We have 4 workers, but only on one machine. And especially sharding option is available because previously when you had a Selenium server, it was easy to spread the load. You had one main process with the test, and then you have Selenium hub connection, and then you have Selenium node. So we have one hub, you have many nodes which spread the load. You can have 20-30 parallel Chrome browsers which run pretty fine. But with Playwright, where you launch the browser exactly where your tests are running, you are limited on a machine. And by having sharding option, it's easy to avoid this limitation. And let's see, our merge reports successfully finished, which is a good sign for us. And let's open it and let's download our report. Let's also see what is going on there. I am going to open it. And we have 2 combined reports. First one is green result, second one is failed. Here we can see detailed message why it failed. And on retry number 1 we have a couple of more options. We have traces available, which is pretty useful when you want to debug the stuff which is happening. Okay, that was it for today. I hope you liked it. It was light light session, coding session, where we discovered sharding options, and the main problem which people got with sharding option is how to combine reports, actually how to make a one unique report with all the results with different machines. Also, we reviewed what is going to happen if one of the shard actually failed for any kind of reason, how to combine reports no matter what, and there is if always option available at the latest stage. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned, stay shaped, always sharp your knowledge, and discover new technologies which will help you to automate many things on your projects, and will help you to reduce bugs and build the process in a way that there is no way bugs could get through it. See you in next episodes. Bye bye.